looked him in the face and I said, Randy, will you pray for me? Because someone told me, if you're hungry, Randy he'll oblige. And I was like, I'm hungry. So I could tell the guy was so worn out. And I looked at him and I just said, will you pray for me? And he said, this is the best response. Now I understand being an author, but he said, have you read my book? Like he said, I think he said, do you have my book? Or have you bought it? Or something like that. Like my first response was like, does he try to make a sale? But what he was trying to say was like, he's written a book about impartation. Understand a little bit about it. You know, and I said something like, I read your first book, but I haven't read your second or something. And he just was kind of quiet. And when we get to the end of the escalator, he says, all right, come with me. Walk me to the hotel. I said, all right. So I'm just walking beside him. He asked me a couple of kind of like nonchalant questions. We get into the lobby of the hotel, and he says, stop. I said, okay. And he laid his hands on me. Or maybe he didn't. I don't know, but he prayed. And I just remember he prayed for a couple things. He prayed for the eyes of my heart to be enlightened and for some other things. And then at the end, he said the most peculiar thing. This is on September 6th, 2006. Okay? September 6th. All right? That's the date. Don't forget that. And he says to me, he said, do you know this story, Mel?
I don't think so.
Huh? Okay, this is awesome. You're going to love it. So he says, he looks me in the eyes and says, do you know a Sharon? And I did, but I wasn't close to her or anything. And he said, that's interesting. I said, what? And he goes, well, I heard the Rose of Sharon entered your life today. So I was like, okay. And I'm thinking, like, I wasn't into this girl, Sharon. Like, there was nothing that could make me into her. So I'm like, oh man, that's a bad word, you know. I'm not hooking up with Sharon, regardless of what God says. I hope Sharon's not listening right now. Sharon, you're amazing. No, I'm just kidding. So anyways, I'm like, what is that about? It was so bizarre. So we go through the whole conference, and about a month later, I'm back in my hometown, and I get in the car with my spiritual mom to go to this church meeting. And I think I'm day 38 or something of the fast. Now, I don't know if you've ever done a 40-day fast with no food, but I was emaciated. I'm not kidding. I couldn't even pick up my nephews. They were like 3 and 5 or something. I couldn't pick them up. I didn't really sleep because your body sleeps usually because it's digesting and tired actually sometimes, and you go to sleep with food, but when you're not eating food, your body has this uncanny energy while being exhausted at the same time. And it was this bizarre thing. So I wasn't sleeping, I was emaciated. I'm sitting in the car, and this girl gets into the back seat with me. And I look over, I have a hood pulled up. Like I look like a skeleton. I look like a guy that was either going to the gym, was homeless, or I don't know. I just looked emaciated and I had this big hood on, you know, in the back seat. And I look over, and this girl gets into the car, and she's totally cute. And I'm like, not dealing with you. Just totally ignore her, right? Completely. Well, the moment she sees me, she doesn't know who I am. She sits down and the Lord speaks to her and says, that's your husband. She doesn't say anything. But I'm like, brick wall to her, and she hears, that's your husband. So I continue to ignore her like a good Christian, right? She's showing up at these prayer meetings. I'm like, why is she here? The Lord's like, because she loves me. And I'm like, I don't want her here. Why is she here? You know, I'm obviously having too strong of a reaction for something to just a beautiful woman. What's the big deal? And I don't know, at one point, unsolicited, my mom just out of nowhere came up to me. She never said anything about any of my girlfriends. And she just comes up to me, she goes, hey, you know Christine? She just looked at me like almost with anger. She looked at me so stern. She was like, you know Christine? I said, yeah. She said, she's marriageable. I remember getting mad, you know? I was like, why you told me this? You know? So we continue going to these prayer meetings, and she keeps showing up. And I finally, before the Lord privately, I began to go, is there something here? Is there something you want me to take notice of, Lord? And he began to speak to me about it. And I'm like, not really knowing what to do with that. The Lord's not shutting it down like I thought he would, because I'll just focus on the Lord. And I'm giving arguments against it. And I feel like he's arguing with me about it. Like I'm saying no, and he's saying yes. And so I'm a little confused. Right? I live on a lake at the time. Oh, by the way, I kind of made a vow to the Lord that was like, I'm not going to have my eyes on anyone else except for you, right? So I'm on a lake. I'm living at my mom's house, okay? And she lives on a lake called Lake Isabella. And I find out that Christine, she moved across the lake from me. She's on the same lake. She lives on the same lake. In fact, I can see her walk out of her house and leave her house from my front door. The lake is named Isabella. And I looked up what the word Isabella means. It means a vow. It's just so many crazy things. But it became the craziest. This is the craziest. We were at these prayer meetings. I remember one night we went as a group of people to go to high school. And we wanted to pray in revival to high school. We wanted to ask God forgiveness for abortions that had happened there and all different kinds of stuff. And so we were walking around the campus. And we're like, it'd be super cool if we could get into this huge gym, this dome, right? And it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. And we open the door, and for whatever reason, the door is open to the gym. So we walk in, and to get into the gym, you have to walk through a trophy room, right? All the trophies, state champs, all that. We walk in, everyone lays down and gets snockered in the presence in the middle of the gym. We're calling revival, all stuff. Oil shows up, gold dust shows up. We're just getting blasted by Holy Ghost, right? It was totally fun. Get up. I'm still ignoring her, right? Get up. We walk through back outside, and on the way we go through the trophy room, and I said, oh, my dad was a pole vault state champion. He made records. I go, I think his name is somewhere in this trophy room, and we look up on the wall, and there's these plaques, okay? And I said, oh my gosh, there's my dad's name, all right? Now, Christine's from New York, so she's an outsider. She's a foreign entity, right? And she chimes in and goes, oh, look there's my dad. We look up, it says Mike Johnson and Tony Molinaro. They're right next to each other. Our dad's names. Wow. And that's when my brain exploded. It freaked me out so bad. Because it was like the thing that was impossible that I never believed could happen. At that moment, I knew something was up. The fact that our two dads, for what? 20, 25 years, God had it planned, even to the point where he put their names together. He knew back in high school who my dad would marry and who Tony would marry, and that they would have kids, and that their kids would get married, and he put their names up on a wall. Like he knows every detail about your life. He's got you taken care of. He knows your needs. He knows what you need. He will come through. He planned coming through for you decades ago. So I freaked out. I literally saw it and just said, see you guys, and just ran out of the building because it freaked me out, right? A couple days later, we're in another prayer thing, and my spiritual mom asks Christine about her moving to Shelton from New York. And it turns out that Christine drove into my hometown and moved across the lake from me on September 6th. The Rose of Sharon entered your life today. Come on. Jesus. So I'm married her. Dang. You know what our first date was, man? It was so awesome. We went to a funeral home and we prayed over someone together. Our first date was going to pray and raise the dead. And our second date, she literally saved my life. Christine did. Did I ever tell you that story?
No.
We went to the woods because we found out about this tent city that is out in the woods near our hometown. Everyone's methed out and everything. And we went in there to go just like clean up the tents for the people. We were just like, let's just clean it up. And we walked in, and this dude came sprinting out of a tent because he thought we were stealing stuff because we were like pulling sleeping bags out of a guy's tent because we were going to go take it home and wash it and put it back all clean because there's a lot nasty. And so this guy barrels out of a tent with a metal bat and puts it in my mouth and says, I'm going to blankety blank kill you. What's your name? I take the bat out of my mouth to say my name. He shoves it back in after I say my name. And then he turns to Christine and says, what's your name? What's your blankety blanky name? He's hot. She goes, Christine Johnson, or Christine, sorry, Christine Molinero. She says it all sweet. And I'm not kidding you, the guy dropped the bat. Like your just sweet little voice just shut him down. Like the demonic principality, the guy just like dropped. And I was like, I think you just saved my life. It's amazing. Second date. She's awesome. So whatever it is in your life that's impossible, whatever it is that you can't even imagine to get better, the good news, like he is working on your behalf. Whatever it is that you do, whether it be that you pastor or you run a business, or you're having a hard time raising your kids, or you need a spouse, whatever it is, whatever the need is, I promise you, God knows about it, and he's working on your behalf. He's known about it for decades. He was well aware of it before you ever were aware of it, and he's working on your behalf. Is that all right? Yeah. So God, just release hope over these guys right now. Just release like a fresh level of faith, God. Let us see the fact that you are at work. Let us recognize your workings in our life. Lord, let us remember the things that you've already accomplished. From the cross to the miracles you've already worked in our life, let us get so rooted and grounded in the reality of what you've done that we're encouraged and strengthened to be able to be more than conquerors on this earth. Even right now, Lord, just release like a revivalist spirit over these guys, a more than conquerors spirit, Lord, not survivors, revivers, God. I just thank you that everybody in here has the spirit that raised Christ from the dead. Lord, these guys are dead raisers. That even death itself cannot compare to the life that's within them, Lord. I just thank you that life is greater than death. Lord, I thank you that life is greater than death. Jesus, that you overcame the grave. Lord, that you are good. You're for us, Lord. You only think wonderful things towards us. Even tonight, Lord, just invade our minds. Renew our minds. Invade the places of our heart where we've had unbelief and we haven't believed the goodness of God, Lord. Just bless tonight. Release the life of God, the peace of the Lord. I ask for supernatural energy, Lord. I ask for supernatural life, God. Lord, that these guys will live and not die, Lord. Health and youth, Lord. I pray a preserving anointing over them, Lord. Not just to keep them safe, Lord, but over their bodies, Lord. I command the degeneration on a cellular level to cease and for them to live, God. In Jesus' name, I bless that FOXO gene in their bodies, Lord, that they would live. There's something better than healing. It's called health. Jesus, release health and life to your kids. Right now, release it, God. Life. Jesus. God, we love you. You're just amazing. You never cease to wow us. You never cease to blow our minds, Lord. You're the one we worship, God. You're the one we give our awe to, Lord. You cause our jaws to drop, Lord. You take us by surprise. You blow our minds, God. And tonight we just give our hearts to you. Refresh. We love you, Jesus. Can we just say together, we love you, Jesus?
We love you, Jesus.
We love you, Jesus. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. All right. This is what we're going to do. Some of you guys need prayer or want prayer. Need and want. And then some of you guys want and need to pray for people. So I'm going to ask you to be bold. And those of you guys that want to pray for people, come on up to the front, up here with me. Go ahead and stand up right now if you want to do that. Come on. Some of you you guys are drinkers, you want to release it over people, that's good. Come on, there's freedom. Yeah. Alright, come on up here, you guys. Cool. So whatever you need from the Lord tonight, whether it be healing in your body, prophetic word, whatever it is. I mean, these guys are going to be up here to pray, to bless you. And yeah, can you play a little bit of soft worship in the background? Is that all right? So cool. Let's do a little ministry time. Is that okay? Yeah. Wow. Good. All right. So come on up. If you guys have something you need or want prayed for, it could be anything. Come on up. Okay. Bless you guys.